Hi, this is Andrew Frazier. Excited about going live for the first time with the plan of the week. As you may know, each week we do POW, the plan of the week, just as a way to give people information, a little bit, a few business tips, as well as information about upcoming events that could be valuable for entrepreneurs and business owners. So, the POW is really, about providing useful information about opportunities, other things that could be helpful for you as a business owner. So, the POW, today's August 11th, 2025, and hopefully you can take advantage of what we have in the POW and it can benefit you and your business. Um, okay. So, today in history, it's Victory Day. And really, that's about victory in World War II and the sacrifice of American service members. As a veteran of the U.S. Navy, definitely it's important to recognize, people have served this country in a positive way and given the ultimate sacrifice. So take a moment to pause, remember, and give thanks for the freedom that we have today. This week, our course of the week is 3 books every entrepreneur must read. And really, that's about valuable knowledge and information that can help you as a business owner. Generally, when I'm working with a business owner, I share these 3 books because they have so much valuable insight that can be helpful for you and your business. Of course, I have 3 books as well. It's not my 3 books, but these are outside of my 3 books beyond what I would recommend in mine. But I think it's complementary to what I have in mind. So the first book is The E-Myth by Michael Gerber. Many of you may have heard of it or read it, but it's really valuable in giving you insights into how to run a successful business. So really the full name of the book is The E-Myth Revisited: How to Why Most Businesses Fail and How You Can why most businesses fail and how you can succeed with your business. So it's good to not only hear stories about positive and people being successful, but also you learn more from failures and understanding what causes failures. And it gives a lot of insight into that as well. So highly recommend it. One of the best books on business I've read. And you'll have to take the course to hear about the other 2, but both of those are as or more valuable than the E-Myth to helping you be more successful. So, about the course, it introduces those books. So definitely check it out. Small Business Member of the Week. Want to recognize Melinda Emerson. She's an advisory board member, but also she's the small biz lady and really is able to share a lot of insights that have been helpful for business owners. She actually spoke at one of my Power Breakfast conference events, and she was outstanding. So you can check her out. Definitely, there's things that you can learn from her in a positive way. So Melinda Emerson, the small biz lady. As you know, each week we do Leadership Live at 8:05, talking small business. And really this week, if you're curious about healthcare, which is important for all entrepreneurs and business owners, that's going to be our topic. So we're going to talk with Chris Hamilton about why is healthcare so important and what you can do about it. Because unfortunately, many entrepreneurs and business owners don't have much in way of healthcare, don't have the healthcare they need or should have. So we're going to talk a little bit about healthcare for entrepreneurs and business owners, but also the healthcare system, because it can be very confusing and can present challenges, but also wherever there's challenges, there's opportunity. So look forward to having a great conversation around that. Last week on our live stream, I was talking to Doug Brown, and we talked about doubling down. Can double your revenue, but not only that, it can multiply your profitability. So just selling a little bit more increases your sales, but much of that goes to the bottom line. So the more you sell, the more profitable your business is going to be. And it's going to keep getting more profitable per extra dollar of sales. So definitely check that out, learning how to do that more effectively. And finally, this Thursday, we're going to drop our podcast. And this Thursday, it's with Calvin Reed. And we're going to talk about an entrepreneur's journey, getting venture financing for a venture. Calvin went through the process of really getting financing for a business that he was a co-founder of. And it's a great example of what it takes to be able to get private equity, venture capital. It's not an easy thing, but also understanding what the journey's like and also what you can do to be more prepared to do it successfully. We got several events this week. So you got the healthcare, you got the double down on your close rate, which doubles your revenue and multiplies your profit. And then we've got the journey. I don't know why it's not showing. Okay. All right. And then Leadership Live on Friday with Calvin Reed. And then what are our events and activities? So for this week, our events and activities are Wednesday, 7 days of content in 30 minutes. Very important. Content's very important today, but also your time is very important. So being able to do 7 days of content in 30 minutes can be really helpful for your business. So definitely check that out on Wednesday. Thursday, what do we got? We got the Power Hour. Definitely virtual events. So there's several different things, but this Thursday is the first one. So hopefully you can join us. It's going to talk about, is your business World Cup ready? The World Cup's coming to New Jersey next year, and there's so much business opportunity, but don't let it pass you by. So how can you understand how to take advantage of that? This is a good webinar to check out to do that. Also, we've got, a session by the SBDC or Small Business Development Center, along with the Next Generation Network. And really, they're going to be talking about expansion in this area. So hopefully you can join. That's going to be at the mansion at Fairleigh Dickinson University. And then also from QSO, they're going to talk about small businesses with AI in 2025. As you know, AI is changing the way that we do business. And actually, it's a powerful tool for entrepreneurs and small business owners. So if you're not using AI, you need to look into ways that you can, either through AI platforms like ChatGPT, but not only that, you can use it through platforms you already use. There's AI being built into so many platforms like Canva, even Google Drive, Google, so it can save you time and also help you provide better outputs. So it's important to take advantage of these opportunities and learn as much as you can about it. And this is a great way to learn through this session. And then Friday, we've got Blossom and Thrive. It's going to be a great event, and talking about, and celebrating Black women bosses down in Union, New Jersey at the Boss Loft, Sumiko's place. And if you're around, hopefully you can join them. Seems like a great event, and I know several of the people who are being recognized there. So hopefully you can join them and support them as well. And that's really the key things that are happening this week. So just want to share a few things that could be helpful. First of all, this is a great time to plan and prepare for the rest of your year. A lot of people take time off in August, or your business slows down a little bit. So this is a great time to sit back and prepare yourself for the future. Prepare yourself for the rest of the year. How are you going to make this year your best year ever? And if you're not sure, feel free to reach out. Be glad to chat with you about how to do that more effectively. Also coming down the pike, have a great session coming up with Leadership Live at 8:05 on September 30th. It's our 5-year anniversary. So we've had over 200 guests and over 250 episodes of our live stream. Most live streams and podcasts don't even make it 6 months. And so it's really important to celebrate your wins as a business owner. And 5 years has been a great ride. Met a lot of tremendous people, learned a lot, and helped our audience and viewers learn a lot. And that's really what it's all about. So hopefully you can join us. We're going to have several past live stream guests there. But not only that, we're launching a new book based on the live stream, and we've got 33 guests from live stream episodes sharing 99 tips about how to be more successful in business. So hopefully you can join us there. And then as well, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be launching the Masterpreneur Growth Assessment. So the Masterpreneur Growth Assessment is really about a way to figure out where you are, figure out what you should be focused on, and figure out what are the next steps for you and your business. Many times as a business owner, it's hard to really understand where you are objectively. It's also difficult to know what the most important thing is for you to focus on. Many business owners I talk with aren't focused on the most important thing that's going to drive their business success. And then also, where do you go from here? What's next? What can you prepare for? And how can you move your business forward faster and easier? So the growth assessment is a great tool for helping you to be more prepared to be successful in your business. So hopefully you can join us for the September 30th 5-year anniversary, as well as take the Masterpreneur Growth Assessment, which will be out in the next week or two. Initially, we're making it available for free, so it's a great time to take advantage of it. And hopefully, we'll see you on the other side. So always remember that the more you know, the faster and more successfully your business is going to grow.